Well, I made the little video about David Dukes and his possible, being right about the comment he made about the racism that's running rampant. Always has, actually. And everybody knows he was a Grand Wizard of the KKK and all that stuff. And after I went over some comments about, he's actually, he's right about that, that people in other groups, for instance, the Jewish Defense League, JDL, nobody calls them racist. And you have to be a Jew to be in it. NAACP, nobody calls them racist. It's all a bunch of African Americans get together. Well, colored people, I guess, is an insult. I don't know. Anyway, at 57, I think I understand I do understand what's going on. I'm not really a racist or a bigot. There's certain people I know what's kicking out there, and David Dukes is one of them. he even the fact that he says I've changed, that he still hasn't. He's trying to justify why he still trying to justify why he wants to belong to an all-white group like the Teabaggers. Oh, I know there's your token Negroes in there, but it's basically a white boy group or a white girl group. I don't know, a bunch of freaks, if you ask me. I think they're all trailer trash, lunkheads, because I haven't heard an intelligent argument out of one of them yet. And when you go and try to interview them, over there where they pick it, especially Westboro, man, they get on you, really. But I don't know why this came up, but I guess it's part of the ticket that, like, their healthcare. They wanted to cut any funding going to help abortions, and then they talk about abortion doctors. Well, there's no such thing. Okay, you don't go to school to specialize in abortion. It just doesn't. It doesn't happen. Yeah, you're an OB/GYN, obstetrician gynecologist. Okay, and those are the ones that would perform an abortion if it was necessary. Secondly, it's the woman's business what she does with her body, especially if it's before the first trimester. Come on. And even a fetus. Spermatozoa are living entities themselves. Okay? One little sperm by itself is a living, it's already alive. Do you understand that? And this thing about the abortion voodoo and all that stigma is a religious thing anyway. It all stems from, God said this is I'm an atheist, so the only way I answer that is that it's up to the woman. It doesn't matter to me when the occasion of how one person wants to define when the act of life occurs. And in what form is that life taking? Is it intelligent, sapient, self-aware, rudimentary, worm-like life, protozoa, amoeba? See, we don't know. But all of those things comprise life, that whole web is life. And just to let you know, mankind now, scientists have now been able to actually take organs, wash them completely of all of their living cells and such, muscle veins, capillaries, and nerves, and skin cells, and all that out of it, and leave nothing but the scaffolding that helps the cells stay together and become what they become. And it's kind of like a collagen stuff. And anyway, you take it, wash it up, warm it back up a little bit, put some fresh new cells, like you take a heart and do that to it, fresh new cells, inject them into it, then you put it in some solution, give it a little nutrition, a little bit of electricity, boom, it spontaneously starts to beat all by itself. Yeah, the whole organ. So now they've got this heart that they built from scratch, living, pumping, hanging in its little solution. Really cool. And like I said, we've done other things too. Cloning. Just, let's put it this way. If someone gets pregnant and the woman can't really afford to have a baby or to be pregnant, I mean, because you got to work. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why. It's not a birth control. It's a practicality. It's a critically thought out decision. Whether she wants to take it to term and go through all that bullshit and then give it away for adoption, which would be pretty heart-rending if you ask me. But if she's poor, has no one to help her, can't work, something wrong, whatever, why would she want to force a baby and a child to live like that? You can't do that's just cruel. But you can't also force a woman to be pregnant for 9 months to do that. I mean, no matter how she got pregnant, it's not right. It's none of your business. Nobody's business. What I don't understand is how anybody but their doctor would know they were getting an abortion anyway. I've always wondered about that. You know? How do these people find out that so-and-so is getting an abortion? If the doctor's telling people, well, then he's breaking doctor-patient privilege, isn't he? Yeah, see? But anyway, tell your girlfriend that, regardless of the religious, implication, which is bullshit anyway. I mean, they want you to cut a piece of your baby boy's penis for crying out loud. Or sacrifice your child, even stab him and stuff with a knife, or kill millions of people in the town and everything else that lives there, and take all their women and kill them except virgins. You can keep them to marry them. This is the kind of mentality that's going on in the Bible. This is what that no abortion thing came from. Life came from. They like to keep, make as many babies as they can that they can control. That's what it's about. That's why the Catholic religion talks about don't use rubbers, don't you dare, you better get pregnant and have babies, because I want more little Catholics running around. If no one can see that, I'm sorry, but I saw it a long time ago. Almost a little over third grade, Catholic school. Sitting in there, they're telling us this damn story of catechism, excuse me, I got to do. About Jesus going by this wedding, and the host comes out, says, Jesus, oh, Messiah, we've run out of wine for the wedding. We have no wine for the wedding. All we have is these jars of water. How are we going to have fun if we don't have any wine for the wedding? We need to celebrate. And so Jesus, of course, like the Bible says anyway, that he said, okay, turn around. Turn around. They all turn around. Bring it in. They bring in a bunch of jars of wine. He said, now take the water out. They turn back around. Ta-da! Anyway, so I guess he miraculously, turned the water into wine. And I asked, hey, if he's the Son of God, don't you think he would know that alcohol is not good for you and it can poison you? So I'm not sure that's right. And boy, I got trouble. But trouble there was like, I was in public school within a month. Yep. So that was cool with me. Still, I didn't open my eyes. I was done. I knew I was born an atheist, so it wasn't very hard. So all that stuff is gone. I don't need the religion thing. It's not part of my thought process. It's common sense is my thought process. I know right from wrong and all that. It's easy. It's common sense. So the abortion thing is like, it's up to the woman. It really is. It's up to her. Unless the one man who is the father has a say in it. And if he does legally, I don't know what to say. I know if I couldn't afford it, I wouldn't want to do it. Make a kid live in poverty? Not fair. So, we'll see you later. That's my answer. And David Duke's still a Nazi. I know this is attached to his video, but somebody out there in the comment section asked me to make a little video about the abortion thing. And basically that's what it is. They call themselves right to lifers, the one anti-abortionists, as if everybody else is against life. I'll never understand that. I think they're just sadists. Tell you the truth. Like to watch a woman torture go through being pregnant and fat. I don't know. It's weird. I know we revere life. No woman wants an abortion. You know, no one wants one, but a necessity is a necessity. They've got hundreds of eggs. If they're eligible, if they're viable to have children, they'll have another one if they need. Okay? See you later. That's my answer to you. But I hope this video gets through, and I hope you appreciate it. Take it easy now. Me? Oh, you know, I'm just an earthling.